Hello, my name is Yimin Kim and I'm in grade 11 and part of Team 2 of Vancouver God's Image.
Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm in grade 11 and I'm in Team 2.
저는 영지안 Team 2 grade 11이고요.
Hi, my name is Hannah. I'm grade 10 and I'm from Team 2.
When we first heard the news about how we had to do GI online and virtually, I thought it would be temporary and it would last only like a few weeks.
Of course, the first couple months I think it was more about like adapting to this new style of learning, and it was still fun because we get to experience these new things. But when Corona started to get chronic, I think that was a part where people started to lose motivation.
뭔가 되게 열심히 안 하게 됐던 것 같아요. 이렇게 온라인을 했을 때는. 왜냐면 되게 라이브를 하니까 소리도 되게 많이 딜레이 되고 카메라도 조그만하게 보이니까 좀 대충 하고 노래도 틀려도 잘 티 안 나니까 그냥 이러고 넘겼던 것 같아요.
I started to realize that God's Image online practices were very tiring.
I think the moments that hit me the most was when we had to do assignments like filming ourselves. For me that was really hard because we were all doing it separately, we were all doing it alone, and there were a lot of times where I found myself being stressed because of GI. So I think the most difficult part for me was keeping that mentality of focus.
It affected a lot of my relationships with other people in GI.
I started to realize that the effort that I make towards God was starting to decline.
That whole purpose of GI, of coming together and worshiping God, was kind of forgotten a bit because we were just so concentrated on trying to get through the class, get the work done, that it was hard to really bond as a team.
많은 일들이 있었으니까 중간에서 마음고생도 많이 했고 쉽지만은 않았는데 그래도 팀이잖아요. 같이 해야지.
Everything seemed pointless, but after a while and staying, I realized that it was an experience that I really needed.
I didn't like the fact that I felt negative every time I went into this ministry that's supposed to worship God. And I feel like I was being kind of selfish sometimes because the point of this ministry is not to like, of course it's to build yourself up and be close to others, but the point is not to like make yourself feel good, only yourself. So I wanted to change my mindset about GI.
I'm sure that the Vancouver God's Image staff also had a really tough time during COVID-19 just because of their own circumstances as well. But regardless of that, they still devoted their time for the students. They also worked really hard to make our time in online practices very pleasant.
The one thing that kept me going and the one thing that made our team what it is today is the fact that like we were doing it all together. And it's kind of that factor of, you know, there's people keeping you accountable, there's people who you can talk to.
The people that are with me right now in the GI family, they helped me realize the real reason I'm in GI right now.
포기할 뻔했지만 안 하고 계속 버틸 수 있었던 건 그래도 열심히 해준 팀메이트들 덕분이 아닌가. 그리고 선생님들이랑.
Even though it was a long journey and a lot of stuff happened in such a short time, I'm just thankful that God's image is still God's image, that we could come together, and you know, the fact that we experienced this together makes me feel less alone.
I was also very thankful for God, and I think this year has just been a time for me to be hopeful for the future as well.